Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is Thorn with the Game Design Lexicon. We are playing one more block of Phantasie for the Commodore 64. Wonderful 8-bit CRPG from the mid-80s. I was seeing what was in this shop for some reason. If there's anything worthwhile. My guess is no. And look at that. Look at that. I was right. Best I can get is an axe, which I think everybody has better than that by far. Okay, so almost ready to visit the gods. What else? What else? I'm guessing nobody can train. Everybody's like, oh, not spells, damn it. Training. Oh, god damn it. $5,300. He's close. 781. So Ambrose can train. Looks like I got a couple people who are really close. I think I'm just going to wait on Ambrose's training until he reaches that really close. So let's until the other guys get their level. That is save number 94. And oh shit, actually I need to close my bedroom door. I got my nephew coming in a second. Give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. Luckily, it's finally warm enough to where the AC is kicking on regularly, so shouldn't get as warm in here. Shouldn't get as warm. Okay, so we have a few more maps to go on. Let's head north. I mean, I guess I should probably be following the road, I'm guessing. Yeah, why not? I'll tell you what, let's follow the road. Fuck it. What the hell, dude? What is with all the miss? Okay. Oop, killer on watch. Another one of these assholes. Oh, nice, dude. Killer and Horny are up to fucking 4 attacks per. I was wondering about that. Okay. So let's go just a little bit southward here. From there. No, not health, you dumb butt. Cast spell. Thalen. 53. Bonk. So we got a cave out in the middle of the friggin' water. That's fun. Oh, god damn it. Don't stop double clicking on me. Okay. Ew. It's like monsters might have gotten a little tougher. Just a little, anyway. Parry. Why is he on parry? Okay, he should be lunging. There we go. No, Thalen's on parry for some reason. Done and done. I have a feeling this guy's not going to be lasting much longer. Though these things, from what I remember, they do soak a decent amount of damage. And he just actually hit, I think, Pokets for a decent amount of damage, too. So we'll see how that goes. Nope, dead. Yeah, 2,600 for that. That's pretty good. Oh, god damn it. So, looks like he popped. Yeah, looks like Pokets and Horny both got popped pretty bad. Not too horrible, but... Okay, so the next question is... Can I easily get over to this island? Oh, god damn it. It's a vampire! They do the mash. They do the monster mash. Yeah. Somebody posted on Blue Sky, somebody posted one of the old David Letterman interviews with Trump. And I was watching it and I'm like, you know, I remember when these things came out, you know, and this was like almost 2 decades before he was fucking president. And I remember, like, all that shit. I remember all the media coverage of him, like, doing the talk shows and shit. And I remember, you know, everything in the tabloids and shit. So when he finally ran in, like, what, 2016, my first thought was, who the fuck would elect this guy? Okay. And I guess most people didn't know who he was or just didn't care. Which is fucking ridiculous because, I mean, he had an image of a con man before he was even elected, you know? Okay, let's get down here and cast another one of those mapping spells. Oh, god damn it. Stop double clicking. It's just amazing, man. I mean, and you know, everybody like fawning over him because he's some sort of like successful businessman. I remember when fucking Ross Perot ran. And everybody was like thinking the same thing. Oh, he's a businessman, and you know, he ended up fucking dropping out because he knew he wasn't gonna make it. But it's like, you know, if I had a businessman, I would at least want somebody who was like a successful con man businessman, like Elon Musk, for example. I mean, he's successfully been conning the system for a while now, you know. Jeff Bezos. I mean, these are guys that are, you know, they're still pretty much conning their way through their own fucking privilege and everything, but at least they're actually doing it with, like, success, you know? It was baffling that fucking Trump got elected because he's been pretty much failing at every fucking thing he's ever done, short of that fucking TV show that he did. Like, everything he did. I mean, he couldn't even sell steaks and vodka to Americans. He couldn't even run a casino, which all you have to do is keep it open and it fucking makes money. Like, it's actually part of the fucking algorithm of the way a casino works. It just fucking makes money. You just have to keep it open. How do you fuck that up? Seriously. I don't get it. I do not get it. Yeah, and that's the worst part. That's the worst part is the fact that they espouse this like libertarian viewpoint on that shit when they are literally the party of fucking more rules than anyone else. I mean, when people think of like authoritarian to libertarian scale, the right is almost always perceived as being on the authoritarian scale. Like always. No one pictures them as the party of fucking freedoms. Except maybe the delusional. And while I'm not going to sit here and say that the Democratic side is, like, not authoritarian, because they fucking are, they definitely don't, you know, I mean, you don't get them, they don't ban books. They don't ban transgender people from using the bathroom. They don't ban gay marriage. They don't ban interracial marriage. I mean, you know, the Progressive Party just doesn't do that. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. They're like I said, they're both pretty much authoritarian. It's just a matter, but I think that, and yeah, the idea of pretending that either one of them has more values on freedom than the other is laughable. They both want an authoritarian rule, which is one of the main reasons why I lean towards anarcho-syndicalist, because I believe the whole fucking authoritarian thing is the problem. Is the problem. You don't let people have that much power. Period. It's just stupid. It's been stupid since day one. Because eventually somebody's going to fucking game the system, exploit it, and ruin the whole thing. It's always like a small, one person or a small group of people always fucking it up for everyone else. And what I don't get is how fucking people don't know that these power positions, when you leave them unfettered like that, just attract sociopaths. It's like it's all fucking sociopaths and narcissists that are fucking drawn to them. So don't give them to them without fucking, I mean, massive fucking checks and balances. Anyway, I should stop watching the fucking news. Really? Nothing? A bright blue hallway. And it's not like I'm watching like mainstream news or anything. I stay far fucking away from that as possible. Though a lot of the news sources that I do end up watching end up reporting on the fucking bullshit that mainstream news does all the time. So it's not like I can fucking avoid it, because, I mean, mainstream news, like you said, it's toxic and it's fucking worth reporting on constantly. Oh, CNN. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know where to go with fucking CNN. I mean, if you're gonna watch a news source, at least do like at least do AP or PBS or fucking NPR, maybe. But fucking CNN, like even like, I mean, obviously not Fox, but even like MSNBC is just fucking toxic as hell. And, you know, the fact that they just underreport certain things, gloss over certain topics because they think they're just not important or don't want to, you know, play it up or whatever. A red room. Red room. A red pool. I don't know if I want to be entering that shit. Yeah, dude. And that's kind of what happened to my last girlfriend too. I'm almost positive that she fell down a fucking right wing echo chamber because like right about the time she started having the opinions that she had on transgender people, she was watching people like Theo Vaughn and Jordan Peterson. I remember her mentioning Jordan Peterson to me at one point, and I'm like, why the fuck would you even listen to anything that Jordan Peterson has to say? He's a grifter. You know, it doesn't really even matter if he's a right wing or a left wing grifter. He's a grifter, so don't fucking listen to him. He's shilling for that party. But I mean, it's no wonder, you know, she was fucking abusive anyway, so whatever. It's not surprising. It's not surprising that happened with her, honestly. And it's surprising that I stayed with her as long as I did. Well, it's not, because I'm a fucking weak person and I didn't want to be alone, you know, I wanted a fucking family. But, yeah, no. I can't imagine, like, anybody watching Fox News all the time. I cannot imagine, like, being that much on edge from the bullshit that they shill. Another red room. Red Bleeb says blue pools are harmful. Okay. And yeah, the whole fucking Newt Gingrich bullshit about reality being dictated by our truth being dictated by, you know, whatever, you know, that some group of people believe the most is just fucking repugnant as hell, you know? Green pools teleport. Blue pools are harmful, green pools teleport. Yeah, and that's another thing that absolutely kills me. Anytime, like, I just had to sever friendship with somebody because they were essentially shilling for that side and supporting things like, you know, tough on immigration, the whole transgender fucking persecution, homosexual, you know, the LGBTQIA plus persecution. And it's like, dude, I mean, first off, have you fucking studied, like, any type of rule where the rule of the land is in need of being able to misdirect a corrupt system? They're trying to misdirect the blame for a corrupt system, and how they do it. They basically find somebody in society that has very little political capital and very little wealth, and then they blame it on them. It's the fucking way that people have been doing this since the beginning of time. It's not even just a fascist thing. Even though the fascists have decided to do that themselves, but people have been blaming people with no political capital and no wealth, you know, fucking marginalized groups of people, for the deficiencies of the rulers since the beginning of rulers. So why the fuck would you... Did my music just stop? Weird. That's so weird. My music just stopped for some reason. Did I lose my internet? Is that it? How's my stream still going? Does it look okay? Am I still online? Yeah, I am still online, but I have no music now. Oh, there it goes. Something must have crashed. Yeah, it's like the first group target is communists, and it goes down the list from there. Well, I mean, and that was one of the I wouldn't say that that was the first group targeted, but that was definitely one of the groups targeted by fascists, was communists, anybody who was Labor Party, anybody who had anything to do with fucking labor rights. But a lot of them, and I don't even necessarily know if they do this on purpose, but they basically find the what we call a gree-gree, right? Something that somebody has some sort of grievance against inherently, and then they blame it on them, such as, like I said, the LGBTQIA community. Because, of course, they've been traditionally blamed by religious people for being, whatever, which is funny because it's like the fucking, not even the kettle calling the pot black, because, I mean, I see fucking religious people molesting and grooming people all the time, but I don't really see it from drag queens and homosexuals. That's not the way it works. And then what else? The immigrant problem, which is fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. Like the guy that I was telling you about that I had to sever my friendship from was like, well, they need to come here legally. It's like, well, most of them did. And then they had shit that expired because, of course, our fucking system is fucked up and it can't handle processing the people who want to fucking come to our country for asylum or a better life or whatever, It's not their fault. It's fucking our fault. What's even worse is the reason why they want to come here is our fault to begin with. The fucking colonialism. We've already ruined their goddamn country. Why the fuck do you think they're here? Green pool. These are teleporters, or at least so says the message. So let's save that right now. I haven't read anything that tells me what red ones do. Oh, yeah, dude. Don't even get me started on the whole fucking... It's funny how ICE is pretty much becoming the American Gestapo. It was only a matter of time. It's not like... it kills me, dude. I remember when I was a kid, I watched this movie called... what was the name of that movie? So when I was a kid, I watched a movie called Gulag, which was a made-for-TV movie, 1985, and it had David Keith in it, the guy from Kroll. And it kind of, set the theme. I mean, I was a child of the 80s, so it gave me an idea of, Russia being the kind of place that found a dissidents and just fucking locked them away in gulags or killed them or whatever. And I never even started to think that maybe the country that I lived in was anywhere nearly as bad. And it's like the last of the fucking Soviet gulags were shut down in the late 60s. I mean, it's not like they've existed in my childhood time, So the idea that I actually thought that that was a thing while my country was currently beefing up its prison population so it could basically reenact its version of fucking slavery, in preparation to... Red bleebs sometimes lie. Oh, okay. No, this sucks, dude. I'm not going to be able to fucking remember all this stuff, especially when I'm sitting here complaining about fucking politics. Yeah, the fact that, the country I live in has pretty much been creating gulags since the abolishment of slavery to pretty much replace slavery. And then now we got a fucking president who's just ignoring any type of fucking habeas corpus or fucking inherent rights and just deporting people who aren't even fucking, immigrants. Yeah, that's just some shit, dude. And the worst part is these assholes, like, unless they do something like fucking rape somebody or steal massive amounts of money or take massive bribes that are detectable, then green bleebs tell lies and truths. Oh, man, it's like a big logic puzzle. Unless they do something that's blatantly obvious, they're never fucking held to account for any of this shit. Ooh, a ghost. Oh, not having the music there's kind of creeping me out here. Wonder why it didn't, wonder why it fucking pooped out. Maybe I should try one of those other, maybe I should try one of those other previous streams that I was doing. This one? Yeah, dude, fucking VLC's like burping at me. There we go. Unfortunately, when I don't have the music going on these things, it's harder to tell when it's a break time because the game doesn't really make enough noise to tell me. But when the music cuts out, I know, you know? Yeah, and I couldn't really, you know, convince the guy that I had to recently lose contact with. I couldn't get it through his head that, you know, that what he was doing was causing harm to people. It was like he was taking a baseball bat to people, and you know, how the hell would I know if that kind of force or that kind of system wouldn't eventually be turned against me, which is basically how fascism works. You know, the old saying, you know, well, first they came for these people, and I wasn't one of those, so I didn't care. It's like, yeah, no, I mean, I see it. Why don't you, you know? It's like I try and know what's happening in the world. I try and know the signs. Why don't you? I know when people, I'm suspicious of everyone in the government, whether they're leaning towards my end of the political spectrum or not. And I'm suspicious of everything they do. Why aren't you? People in power are notorious for exploiting it and doing bad things while in it. Why aren't you? Why aren't you? You know, why don't you fucking feel that way too? It makes no goddamn sense. Oh. Master Illusionist. Oh, I've run into these guys before, huh? Oh yeah, no. There were times where he was where he had absolutely nothing against trans. It was like, yeah, exactly. And the fact that he curved towards that just to appease his party is just, it's like, first off, why would you even fucking, why would you not forget that? Why do you think he's like that now but wasn't like that before? It's almost like he's appeasing his constituency. Why is this guy not dead yet? Yeah, no, I'm, you know, and I've always been really lucky too. You know, the fact that I'm of, like, you know, Irish, English, German descent, so I don't really have a lot of that in me at all. But I mean, it's not like I'm safe. I, you know, recently got diagnosed with ADHD and autism, and that's currently one of the things that seems to be drawing focus from people. Why am I not hitting this fucker? This is fucked up. It's like been 3 rounds and this guy's not dead. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Yeah, so now I have a diagnosis for being autistic, which means if they ever decide to practice the same type of eugenics that was practiced in Germany during the Second World War, well, I'd be on that list, you know? Anyway, nice cheery thought to end the stream. Anyway, this is Thorn with the Game Design Lexicon. We were currently playing Phantasie for the Commodore 64. Ranting about our political climate, as often happens with my streams, because I can't stay away from the damn news, I guess, and I have strong opinions about it. Anyway, if you do like our content, make sure you give us a follow down below here on Twitch, where we do stream Tuesday, Wednesday, or not Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, noon p.m. till 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, there you go, X-Band. Ending it on a bunch of positive vibes. You know, it's really weird, though. I never really thought, like, I always thought at the beginning of my lifetime when I was a kid that it was getting better and not worse, you know? But no, history seems to rhyme about every 100 years, and we're going through the same shit that we were going through 100 years ago. Same rise of fascism, same economic collapse. You know, it's just one of those things. I can't imagine why anyone believes capitalism works when it just fucking continues to fail over and over and over again. Like, you can't go more than a decade now without something fucking collapsing. Anyway, and the idea of fucking unfettered capitalism is gonna help everything. It's like bullshit. Every time capitalism has been unfettered, it's caused a financial fucking breakdown of our entire system. Anyway, my name is Thorn. This is the Game Design Lexicon. If you can't catch our live show here on Twitch, by all means, catch us over on YouTube, where we air this content about a week after the fact. You can hit the subscribe button and the alert button to know when we're coming out with new videos, which is pretty much every day. We also have a Blue Sky and a Discord, where we can discuss anything, depressing politics, or better yet, game design or video games. That would always be nice. Let's see, X-Band, remember in elementary school where I thought about the future where it'd be no. Yeah, I know, huh? You know, and it was just so positive in the, you know, after the 70s when all the civil rights movements went through. But no, it just, all it did was cause a downward spiral of backlash for the people who didn't want to give away rights to the people who deserve them. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Hopefully I'll be up to doing an extra stream, maybe some Cultist Simulator this weekend. Who knows? Otherwise, X-Band, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for having a wonderful conversation on politics. Having that bright future laid out before us here. You have a good one, man, and I'll see you next week. I can't remember where the hell I was. Oh my god. Oh, there we go.